Hey guys, Josh at Bane Tech, and I've got DBA cases just like glass. Nano-t. This is a premium screen protector. It's made of glass. It's a tempered glass screen protector. It's got increased sensitivity, impact resistant. It's ultra clear, fingerprint resistant. It's got 9H hardness and it's scratch resistant. Now I've put this on a few other devices like the M8 and also the Galaxy S5, and it really feels nice. So I'm looking forward to see what it feels like on this Note 3 and kind of show you the process and the experience of putting this onto the Note 3. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get the packaging opened up and get this thing installed. It's actually a really easy process. I like the setup that DBA does with this screen protector. Like packaging, for one, is nice. It's nice and minimal. You get what you need. This little package contains some very good essentials that I really like to see companies include into their setups. One, my favorite by far, is the alcohol prep pad. This thing cleans off the screen the best I've ever installed a screen protector. And if you've been around my channel a while, you've seen plenty of videos with screen protector installations. And this has by far been my favorite way to clean your screen off, and you'll see why in a second. You got a microfiber cloth and also a bubble pick, or if you get any kind of dust or smoothing out, all that kind of stuff is what you can use this for. Then we have the screen protector itself, and it comes with this nice little sleeve. On the back of this pamphlet, you're going to have some installation instructions, really good tips, so make sure that you read over this before you get started. But I'm basically going to demonstrate what these instructions say, so we'll go ahead and get this looked at so we can get this all installed. Now inside of this packaging here, you're going to get some cool little stickers here, and it's another nice little essential that I like to see companies include in their packaging, which is a dust removal sticker. And that's in case by chance that a piece of dust gets stuck between the screen and the screen protector, and you're able to lift it up and kind of just dab it with the tape and get that piece of dirt off. And it's really nice to have these handy, so even in the future, you're going to want something like this just laying around for that convenience of having it. So here's the screen protector itself. It actually comes like with this soft plastic pouch. And one of the things that I noticed with the first video that I made for this was that usually a screen protector comes with 2 tabs here to remove. There's only one. And the reason is because they're that confident in their product that you don't need a second one on here because it's scratch resistant. You can't really cause any damage to it unless if you just simply break this in half, snap it in half, and then you'll have something to deal with. Other than that, like I'll do some scratch testing, some Sharpie testing in just a bit once I get this on, and it's not going to touch it. So I really like that. It shows a lot of nice confidence in their product. So we're going to set this off to the side for just a minute and get the phone all prepped for installation. All right, so go ahead and grab your alcohol prep pad, open it on up, and it's going to be the square here. So go ahead and just clean off the screen. And again, this is probably the best way I've ever seen a way to clean a screen off. It just works like perfectly almost every time. I don't think I've ever had a problem with the installation when I use this process. So just clean it off really good. Now normally you're not supposed to be outside, windy environment, dusty environment, but this is the setup I have to do for my videos. So hopefully all will be well anyways. So go ahead and get that. Get your microfiber cloth and clean off any residue that might be left over. Once you got it all set, you kind of want to move somewhat rapidly but efficiently, because the longer you wait, the more potential there is to get some dust on your screen. So go ahead and get that first layer peeled off. Find your home button area in your camera and just line everything up. And something that you'll notice is that once you get it all lined up, you'll see it kind of just adhere to itself and just kind of let it do its thing. One thing I've noticed, because this is a slightly harder, it's a tempered glass, that normally I like to hold 4 fingers down and then guide it down, but that's mainly for stability. But what you can do here is you can let this fingers go and line it up and get it all nice and straight, and then it should line up just fine down here as well. Then just press in the center and you'll kind of start to see it kind of follow to the edges. If it needs any help, just go ahead and smooth it on out. And that's it. Like, that's as easy it is to install this thing. So I'm going to take a look around and see if I see any dust by chance, and if not, we're good to go with the installation. All right, so I inspected it. I don't really see any dust at all. So it was a nice clean installation, very easy. Like I said, anytime I've used that alcohol prep pad, like I don't think I've ever had a problem with a piece of dust getting stuck between there, because it helps clean it off. It kind of attracts it, or it just cleans it off really nice. So I've never had a problem with that, and that's why I like it so much. So as far as what it looks like, it looks pretty good. Everything lined up just right. And if you follow my steps and kind of tips, like you should be able to get it lined up pretty much perfectly every time. I've done enough of these to where it's just almost like second nature to me now. But one of the things I don't like about screen protectors on black devices is because when you do have a screen protector on here, it's a lot easier to see. With a white device, it just seems to hide a lot better, kind of camouflages better. But it's nothing that DBA, nothing that is their fault or whatever, but it's just a preference of mine. Now I got a black one because I do local buy, sell, trade phones kind of thing, so that's why I'm using a black device. If I had the choice, I would actually use a white one. But again, like this actually looks really good. It's a almost edge to edge, and it kind of leaves that room in case like you have a slide-on case, you can slide it on without it getting in the way. If you have any kind of cases, like I've used cases with the other devices and it hasn't been a problem at all. I've got a Cruiser Light TPU case that I'm confident that's gonna work just fine, just because it folds over the edges. As far as the feel of the glasses, it's really nice. Like I remember when I picked up my S5 that I did, and even the M8, like there were times where I like, do I have a screen protector on here? Because it doesn't feel like, oh yeah, that's right, it's got the glass one on here. And it's because it feels really just like glass, and I like the feel of it. It doesn't feel like it's a cheap plastic or anything like that, so it really feels like glass, and I like that a lot. Because honestly, like I would prefer not to have a screen protector on here at all, but I got kids, and there's stuff that happens. I work outdoors at times doing lawn care landscaping, so the most protection I have on my phone, the better chances of it is to survive. So as far as the functionality goes, I mean, it's not going to interfere with anything like that. It's fine. Like, no worries whatsoever. The typing will be just fine. As you can see there, it works just great. Now, one thing that you might be concerned about with a Note 3 is that, yeah, we got an S Pen. So how does it work with the S Pen? Let's just do some simple swiping. I'm not really touching the screen hard at all. It's just a light gesture. So that works fine. Let's see. Still got the air commands here that work just fine as well. Do a little screen right here. Change the color so you can see it. And follow me on Twitter at Bane Tech. Yeah, so it's works really good. Like I've got no complaints whatsoever. So it functions well. It's easy to install. So let's test out some of the other features about it. Like you can actually write on this with a Sharpie, and it's not going to affect it. You can do a scratch test and all that kind of stuff. So we'll go ahead and get that going. First test I'll do is a Sharpie test. And what's really neat about this, let's see if I can get this close up for you, is that it kind of beads off. Like it doesn't even write on the screen. You'll have to just kind of like follow along the trail, and you can kind of see the beading off. It just beads off. It doesn't really even write on there. So yeah, you can even let it dry and it's still gonna be just fine. So you gotta clean it off, I got this wipe here. And you can kind of see how the liquid just kind of propels off of it. So that's really cool. So it's almost like got a splash guard on it. If your phone gets splashed, it really doesn't affect it. So it's really neat. You can see the black residue on there. So it's completely cleaned off now. The other test I like to show you is a scratch test. This thing does not get touched, I promise. Like I tried to do it on the other videos and just nothing happened. I used a knife before, so I'm going to try some scissors just to try to change it up. But I'm putting a lot of pressure on this thing, and it's not affecting it at all. Like I don't even see any scratches right now. That's pretty hard. So let's go ahead and try to take a little bit closer look just to see if by chance anything happened. And I don't even see anything. There's not a scratch on here. So that's just really cool. Like, this thing really protects your screen. If you need that extra protection, this is definitely worth checking out. Thanks guys for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful to you. If you're in the market for getting a glass screen protector, this is definitely one to check out. I do recommend it myself. It's Bane Tech approved. Put the stamp on it. You can go ahead and click a link in the description if you want to find it. Again, thanks for watching, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so you can see more videos like this. Yeah.